Hey guys, just want to take a few moments to share with you about an ebook that we have. It's a free PDF download. It's called Marry the Right Person, How to Find Your Perfect Match. So if you are seriously dating, considering engagement, or if you're engaged, or know someone who is thinking of getting engaged, I highly recommend this brief little free PDF ebook. The link to get it, to download it, is in the description of this video. I'm going to quickly skim through the contents. I'm going to jump right in and say that, you only get one chance to do premarital preparation. My wife and I have been doing this for 40 plus years. We are coaches, counselors, pastoral counselors. We do virtual, we do in-person counseling, mentoring, and all of our information is in the description as well. So you get one shot at premarital preparation, and I also couple things that are caution flags early on, but you kind of overlook them maybe. They will become marital issues later on. So it's really important to see what those things are now, early on in your relationship, so you can, work on them. First off, you go with your gut feeling. Really, really important. This is really the canopy over all the rest. Whatever you're feeling in your gut about that person, is it right? Is it wrong? Is this to be the person I covenant with for the rest of my life? More is unpacked in the booklet on gut feeling. Caution flag number 2, frequent arguments. Kind of a no-brainer. If you're fighting most of the time, why are you getting married? Why do you want to get married, right? So we talk about that caution flag in the booklet as well. Number 3 is lack of respect. And this is just respecting one another. I tend to have the gift of sarcasm at times. And so my wife is really sensitive to that. So I have to be careful in that area. Even now, after 43 years of marriage, something I think is funny or say, she doesn't think it is. So respect is really important. Respect one another, each other's style of relating, etc. Could be a caution flag. If you're not being respected the way you want to be now, before you're married, it's not going to get any better, later on. Number 4, addictions. This is a whole other topic. We have other videos on this topic on our YouTube channel. Addictions. If you struggle with that stuff now, don't have victory over it. After you're married, it's going to be extra baggage, extra stuff you're going to have to work through that could put stress and pressure on the relationship. Number 5 is bad habits. This is one of my favorite ones. Pet peeves, things that maybe just drive you crazy about the person. And you can't overcome every, marital situation like you can while you're dating. While you're dating, just go have fun, make out, hold each other, watch a movie together. Everything's good. But when you're married and you're together more often, and it's reality. And bad habits are what they are. Different styles, listening skills, personal hygiene, unsafe driving. I've seen this be an issue with couples, how another person drives. Table manners, how somebody chews. Awkwardness in social settings, communication skills, dietary lifestyle. Okay, I'm going to go on, but read the booklet. They're all in there under bad habits. Number 6 is jealousy or irrational anger. When the person of the opposite sex is talking to somebody of the opposite sex, so you're dating and your girlfriend's just chatting with another guy in the hallway at school, and you're like in a rage inside, irrational anger. That kind of jealousy and potential possessiveness is a caution flag. Be careful of that. Number 6, apprehension, discussing certain subjects because you're afraid of the reaction. That means you don't really talk through your issues. You keep stuff on the back burner. You don't want to upset the other person. Let's keep the peace. But again, in marriage, the back burner gets filled up pretty quick, and you're going to talk about things one way or the other. So be careful of apprehension of discussing certain topics. Number 8 is extreme emotional expressions, mood swings. Number 9 is controlling behavior. If you feel like your partner is manipulating you, gaslighting you. Number 10 is pride. That's where, somebody has difficulty admitting when they're wrong. And conflict never really gets fully resolved. Another caution flag, number 11, feeling trapped. Believe it or not, we've seen couples that they're in a relationship, they've been together for months, maybe a year or two. They don't want to hurt each other by suggesting that maybe marriage isn't for them. And so this is labeled actually mercy marriages, believe it or not. Somebody will get married anyway because they feel trapped in the relationship, might as well go forward. This is an extreme caution flag. Number 12 is lack of personal responsibility. This is where your boyfriend or fiance is struggling to hold down a job and pay bills. We talk about more of that in the booklet. Number 13, dependent on parents for emotional and financial security. This is a whole ball of wax potential issue in itself. If you see that happening now, how's that going to look in your marriage if their mom or dad is more involved than you'd like them to be? Number 14, history of failed dating relationships. And the key word here would be pattern. Okay, so if somebody has a pattern of seriously dating in the past, maybe even broken engagements in the past, and they kind of have this pattern of 1, 2, 3, 4, relationships, going, almost getting serious, talking marriage, then they break up. Careful if you see that pattern. And finally, last but not least, selfishness. Okay, we all have some of that, of course. But this would be an overly self-centered person. And a popular word these days is narcissism. And there's all different types of narcissism, of course. So if somebody is, really overly concerned and caught up with who they are, what they think, etc., be very, very careful there, because you want to be equal partners in marriage versus one person being a fan and the other person running everything. So that's a quick breeze through of the 15 caution flags. These are just filters to look through to evaluate your relationship. Again, the link to the PDF is in the description of this video. And anything else that you want to ask us about, feel free to email us. We are available. So God bless you. Have a great day.